We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Check, 59. Check pass.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, I think that's what they're going to... need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Heavy on the edges.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
A toss play to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49ers' 37-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Slam, Leo. Slam.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But if you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Haskins will throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
A 29-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Check out. 140. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Luck. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This is Breida. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, Luck. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Luck. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, here's Luck. That is caught. right at the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with Breida. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Niners 14, Redskins 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage. coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check out.
Here's Breida, and an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Line 55, line 55. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Lott. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver's able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
On the delay, here's Breida. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Line 55, line 55. Hey, eat. Quo. 55's my guy. Hey, Delta.
Now Lott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Throwing on third down, Lott. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Luck. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Love. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over first and 10.
Ready? I'm here all day. Off. Mike's 59. Oh, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Push him back.
Third down, here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run again with Breida. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
I'm going to come back to you.
They go counter with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second down, Haskins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 50.
On first down, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56, right there, 56.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a give running left is Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the handoff, this is Breida. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
70, Indy.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We go! 30 base.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
55 to Mike.
We own it. To go.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job.